So due to a variety of reasons, we have a lot of people putting Revit on their computers at home. One of the things that you're going to want to do, especially if you have to start a new project, if you can't open an existing project and you have to start brand new, is you're going to want to get a copy of the FRMSTemplate and put it into the proper place so you can use it to start new files from Revit the way we used to at school. So when you go into the, I'm going to use the option one directions. Use option one for if you were able to install 2020 at home. If you were only able to install 2019, I'll show you where to go in this video, but the process is the same. Go to the written instructions for this. When you scroll down, it says to have the same settings we have at school. So the first thing you want to do is you want to actually download this template. RTE is a Revit template. So I'm going to click on it. It's going to ask me where I want to save it. I'm going to go ahead and let it put it in downloads and save it. You want to know where it goes. If you just click through or your web browser doesn't ask you, it probably goes into your downloads folder. If you're on a Windows PC, it goes somewhere else. On others, never mind, that doesn't matter because this is Windows only. But you can always, if you're using the Chrome browser, after it's done downloading and you see the little RTE logo next to it, you can say show in folder. So that'll open it up. Now I'm going to need another Windows Explorer file folder. So if I go down to the little window icon here, and I right click and I click File Explorer, that should bring up a second one. I have my preview plane open, so I'm going to kind of shrink that a little bit because I use that for other things. But here's what you're going to do now. So I have the downloads folder here, and I'm going to go to the Windows file, which is where all of your software should be installed. And I am going to go to a folder called Program Data. Now, you might notice it's a little weird on my screen that it's kind of lighter than the rest of them. That's because this is a hidden folder. So if you do not see program data as an option, if you go from program files to something else and you don't see program data, here's what you do. Instead of unhiding your folders, just click up at the top and you'll see that you get a C, a colon, and a backslash. Click after it. And you're going to type it exactly as it shows up on my screen here. Just type capital P, program, capital D, remember there's no space there, ATA, program data. Same slash that they use after it, and just go ahead and click enter. And what that does is it puts you into the folder without having to unhide it. If you have more issues with that, you might have to check your system settings. Showing hidden folders might be something that helps you. Anyways, now we're going to continue on. We're going to go to Autodesk. We're going to find our version of Revit under there are some that say Revit, but be careful because they have server there. You want to find these folders, the RVT folders for the version that you have. So for me, it's 2020, RVT 2020. And then I want to go to Templates, US Imperial, and you'll see that. Now, I already have mine here, but you would basically just drag this over and drop it in there. And again, if you, that really takes care of it, because then when you start Revit, I'm not going to show you that part. You've seen that part before. When you start Revit and you click New and you click Browse, you should be able to use that template. If you had to do option 2, where you had to install an older version of Revit, I have the 2019 directions down here, but you have to get it from the option 2 folder. If you're one of those option 2 folks that you were able to install 2020, but you didn't save your project right, make sure you get the directions from project option 1, because that's the 2020 version. This is the 2019 version. Will it be a problem if you put this into your 2020 folder? No, but every time you start a file, it's just going to take a lot longer because it's going to update the template and you won't have the newest settings. And I have improved the template since then. So you are going to want to try to use the correct template for the version you were able to download. That really is it. From there, you should be able to just start Revit projects on your home computer using the same settings we have at school.